So getting to go to Six Flags, I mean, how's that feel to win the spring game tonight?
Feels like the Super Bowl. Get to go to Disney World a little bit. So we'll see what Six Flags in the state of Georgia is like. It's nice to be out there with my teammates soon.
What do you see from the defense tonight and as a team that you liked, from beginning of spring to now that you've improved on?
I would just say the effort and the team camaraderie, the will to play together, and the willpower, just sticking together throughout the whole time. Whether it gets tough, whether it gets you're up by 20 points, or whether you're down by 20 points. You've seen the black team came back, and that's their willpower. And then the blue team, when they did came back, we still fought and made sure we finished out the game strong.
Obviously, you guys put together a pretty good squad. I mean, just through the drafting process, right? Because you guys picked the team.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You feel happy about how you ended up putting together a team, and I guess the difficulty that is being a GM and you guys got all the players you kind of need.
Right, of course. I looked at the roster and I immediately see Casey Adams, and then I seen Robert Lewis, and I seen Jacari's credit. I'm like, but he can't play, but it would have been nice. And then I seen Darren Granger as well, obviously a guy that makes me better as a receiver. Coming in, newcomer, get my feet wet. You may run routes and you may feel uncomfortable at times, but a quarterback that's going to put the ball in the right spot and help you be where you need to be is a blessing for sure.
You mentioned KZ there. Coach said he was it was hard to tackle him tonight. A lot of missed tackles on the defense, and he was just getting open.
Mm.
How have you seen him improve from last season to now? Obviously last year, only a couple touches. Tonight just was one of the players of the game.
Oh, so being up in Massachusetts in the north, I didn't really, hear too much about KZ Adams, but I told him, I was like, you're going to be on Just Bomb Productions. That was one of the shiftiest backs in college football this season. So, every door that closed on him, he's going to kick down the door and make it happen. So I'm excited to see how he's going to progress and how he's going to have a big season this year for sure.
Obviously, it helps having Darren back. I mean, just the guy that's been able to lead you through this. And,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how have you kind of seen his progression as well? I mean, throughout the spring, he's obviously a guy that's a leader on the squad for you guys.
Right. So in my experience of my football career from high school to college, I've never had a quarterback consistently throughout my 4 years of high school or college. So I've seen the ups and downs, the highs and lows. So you can see the experience in Darren Granger of him being here for 3 years and the leadership and, the talent level that he brings on. It's just it's a great lift up for the receivers. Like I said, he makes everyone around him better, and he makes me better for sure.
Jack was getting the walk-on and just kind of your emotion of coach announcing it and just getting to celebrate with him?
No clue about that he was getting a walk-on, but, just that he was going to get the scholarship. But the fact that he got the scholarship is a blessing itself. Anybody that doesn't have to pay for school and gets their school fully funded, I mean, a free education, it doesn't get no better than that. So kudos to him, and that's a blessing for him and his family, most importantly.
How was this first spring for you coming in?
It was interesting. The intensity was very high. I'll say that. So back in my last school, we may go fast in the practice, but they go very, very fast here. So just staying endless mornings and endless nights, just trying to make sure that I catch up in the playbook as much as possible, so that way I can be, one of the guys that the team could rely on. I just wanted to establish myself as a leader, as an ambassador, and as a trailblazer in this program. And I just want to help take Georgia State to the top for sure.
What were your first impressions of joining this team and being in this locker room?
I would say it's a culture shock. I'm not even going to lie. Just being a guy from New Jersey and coming from Massachusetts, I would say first off, the weather change. You just got to get used to that for sure. And then, the guys, you may get different languages of talk or different slang of talk, so you got to understand that at first. So just getting that trust. I think when I committed here, Coach Elliott spoke about trust, and that's big for me. Just getting the guys' trust that they can rely on me, that I'm going to be accountable, I'm going to be on time, I'm going to lead them to promised land, and, just be the greatest teammate that I can be.
And then speaking of that, who are the people that you've gravitated to on this team?
Oh, KZ Adams for sure. We work out in the weight room. We squat together, probably the smallest guys on the field. I gravitated to him. Marcus Brand is another one. Braylon Ragland, a freshman that came in. So for me, it was kind of not hard. I'm ready for any test that's thrown at me, but majority of my reps in practice throughout weeks came from throwing from a freshman quarterback. So just getting on the same page with him, it just shows you how talented he is and how talented I can be. Obviously, Darren Granger reached out to me as soon as I committed here. So those are guys that I definitely gravitated to, and I thank you to them for sure.
And then what kind of rides do you look for at a theme park?
So in New Jersey, we have the King Jacari, one of the tallest roller coasters in the world. So whatever Georgia has to offer, I'm looking, to have a good time, good weather, and, we'll have fun with the teammates. So like I said, we're going to Disney World.
Better than having to clean the locker room after, right?
The locker room, got to make sure that locker room is clean. It's funny because the locker room may not may not be in the best shape throughout the week, but when the recruits come and we got guys on visits, that locker room is spotless.